Hi there, Leos. This is Kim with an extra little bonus reading for you today with some of my oracle cards to give you some inspiration, channel messages through me, my spirit team, and your spirit team. So, angels, guides. We have Angel of Inspiration, number 18. This is kind of like your Ace of Wands. It's your magic wand. Wow. It's your magic wand, and it's also like the beginning of this new energy that you can do truly anything with. It's all about your determination here. Number 9, again, 9. There's a 9. So letting go of those old things that don't serve us, the old things. And when I say don't serve us, I mean, what have we learned? What have we taken from whatever it is? So 26, Angel of Power. And it's an 8. So that's, achievement here. It's abundance, achievement, prosperity, whatever you view power as you see it, so it is. So Angel of Power, beautiful. All right, Angels of the Universe. Coming in the reverse. So there's an extra message then with this. There's some kind of information that if you can tap into, I don't know if it's a connection or what. It's probably more than anything. Love is always, there's connections between everybody all the time in this great universe. And this is about all of the wisdom and the knowledge that you can get. I'm seeing like the number 13 too. Scrying, see number 13, and then we have 35 right here, so an 8. It kind of looks like the dollar bill, doesn't it, in a way? I mean, kind of looks like this guy's walking on the tip of that pyramid or something like that. So yeah, there's some information. You gotta watch out though, because there's lots of information, and we know that, right? Careful, because there's lots of information out there. So I would always, the best way to handle being careful like that is really you don't need a ritual or anything. You just need to have the know-how to make your intention, to always be, to be through your guides, to be through your angels. All right. Angel. No, this is the, it's totally different than that. Don't look stupid. It's intuitive life coaching oracle. And big change coming here, Leo. 55, entrepreneur. Be on the lookout for exciting business opportunities to unfold. This is big. This is big. This means that whatever it, and some of you all have career transition on the bottom, which in an ideal sense, you're always developing and transitioning in all of your careers or what you do here. But the entrepreneur card coming out with that Angel of Power is like, yes, that's where you really want it, because this is you being in control. This is you deciding when you want your breaks. This is you deciding when you want to eat, or if you want to get up at lunch. This is you making that decision, being in your power. So this is really, if you're not building your own business, then perhaps there's something that you're just so good at that it's asking you to share your knowledge and benefit others, especially with that Angel of the Universe. Share your knowledge and benefit others with what you know. How you can start a business, right? So, and maybe this is like success, as far as like this is your sign of success. It could be. Ooh. Approval. This is the card of kind of worrying about what other people think about you, and you have to own it, I guess is the sense. You own it. But let me get this straight. Well, to everyone. You don't have to own it to anybody but yourself. So don't, if you ever feel pushed or bullied or ever like forced into feeling a certain way, that's not it. So you have to approve of something, and then others approve it. It's kind of like claiming it, but you claim it first. Choose to approve of yourself, and others will too. And it's normally not because of anything you say. It's necessarily. It's usually that vibration that's coming off of you that says, I'm comfortable with myself. And then in return, it's like another soul will just be kind of drawn to the energy of, ooh, that person feels really good about themselves. I want some of that. Like that's what that is about. In my mind, that's what that's about. All right. And maybe that's the inspiration you need, you know. We all sometimes just need a little tweak of information throughout the day that's going to make us go in a completely different direction. So can you imagine the change everywhere if everybody, every day, made it a point to make your day a little bit better because of just seeing the ripple effect of this love. Self-love doesn't mean you forget about loving others. And sometimes we get really, really wrapped up in the self-love that we forget that it is the contagiousness of love that makes it so awesome and powerful. Love. Things are getting lovey. And I don't even mean romantic. I'm really just meaning the love connection that everybody has. Okay. Angels of the universe. One more. Let's get one more or two more or however many you want to. Because sometimes we do less. Sometimes we do more. Okay. So if the theme is surrender to something in your life, then surrender to something in your life. You know, usually when I think of the word surrender, what I mainly think of is like somebody trying to do something over and over and over. And there's a few things that can affect it. If you do something over and over and over, expecting the same result, okay, that's what they say is crazy. You can't really do that. So that would be a case to surrender in when you're doing the same thing and you really don't know what else to do. So like when you've exhausted everything, surrender doesn't mean you don't try first. Surrender doesn't mean that you don't, surrender doesn't mean that you're just like, okay, now anything can happen to me. No, it means surrendering to the possibilities that even you may not know exactly where this path probably best should go. And therefore, surrender to all the assistance and love of everybody around you. And that's what I'm getting off of surrender. I don't always get the same, what they call it, downloads. When I don't always get the same stuff when I look at these words. I don't see, Anyway, surrendering to yourself is what's needed first and foremost. Release and surrender all control and let nature take its course. Also, you can surrender to letting your body do its job. I'm getting that extra message. I like to not move on until I talk about that. Surrender to your body doing its job. When you're eating or walking, anything, and something hurts in your body or something feels a little different, then at that point, you're going to surrender to the message that your body is trying to connect with you with. That's just another, I just want to say that because it's another idea and the more you do it, the more attention that you let the body speak to you, the more you give it that strength connection, it improves too. So just like the relationships that you have every day, the relationships that you have to yourselves in your body, also we must surrender to that information too. If you want, you know, to see those changes on the inside and the outside, guys. Yeah, don't believe in any limiting beliefs. Watch your beliefs. Beliefs are so powerful. Beliefs are so powerful. It is as it is. It is as you see it is. So it's really important to make sure that your beliefs aren't excluding people, that your beliefs aren't eliciting hate or violence. It's really important that you look at your beliefs and, well, let them just be open, in the sense that we're surrendering to different types of, it just has more possibilities. When you surrender a limit, you have more possibilities. So this says 62 limiting beliefs. This situation calls for reprogramming of your belief system. Any of those, if you find yourself saying any of those things, like, I can't do it because of this, or I bet they won't, like any kind of prediction. I know it's funny coming from me, but any kind of prediction for yourself is, in essence, it's almost like a limiting belief. It really kind of is. So try not to guess too much about the outcome, yet believing in the energy itself that you're wanting. So like if you're wanting abundance, then we're going to drop anything that's really going to tell us that we can't get it, or the reasons why we can't. We just always skip that. Look for the reasons where you can. You find the hiccup and you move on. What is it? What is it that I'm not letting go of? Is it because I think I have to have this in my life? Because who told me? And why'd they tell me that? Now, why'd they believe it? What was their best interest to believe it? Use your mind wisely with your beliefs. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna get some of these. Stand in your power, and we're going to close out. I just really wanted to do an oracle reading today. All right. Surrender, responsibility. Become discriminate about the people that you choose to help. There may be people in your life who don't take responsibility for themselves, and they may rely on you to sort it out. Trust that there is more to this situation than you know. That doesn't mean it's necessarily something not good. Anger. What is the anger about? Find the self-control that lies within you. Anger. It may have to do with some frustration with a limiting belief. Yeah, anger, because where's the faith? Where's the faith? Okay, so up the ante, up the faith. Loving and then letting go is not only one of the most challenging things that we can do, it's also the bravest. Take big, deep breaths right now and know that this is right. Faith, approval will come, angel of inspiration. These limiting beliefs can cause restriction and anger. If the way it is something that you don't completely necessarily know if you agree about, then it's going to call for you to reanalyze, unpack stuff, repack stuff, and then there you go. And that's what I've got for you, my Leos. Sending you love and light, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye-bye.